Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Round the Clock Cricket with Sudip and Ishanjan, myself, Rahul. We're going to discuss two important issues in this doubleheader. The first is, of course, Vaibhav Sooryavansh's brilliant 180, and we are going to discuss whether he is ready for the next level, which a lot of us are thinking and saying. And the second part of the doubleheader is Bengal's brilliant progress to the semi-final, beating Andhra. And we will discuss on Bengal's progress to the semis and the finals also. So we'll have a doubleheader starting with Sudip. Sudip, Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. I think the last time such a phenomena had happened when it was Sachin Tendulkar. I
Sachin
think
Tendulkar.
when we were children, and when we were in our teens, that is almost 40 years back, and those days media was not as prevalent as it is today. So with so much of social media, Instagram, Reels, so much of people knowing everything everywhere, people have already reached his house in Bihar, has spoken to his parents so many times. Do you think what is the first take on Vaibhav Sooryavanshi? Is he a tukka? Is he a generational talent, or do you think he's future like Sachin Tendulkar?
Okay. Thank you, Rahul. First of all, Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, no doubt, is an exceptional talent, considering the age in which he is playing. He's only 14 and he's far, far ahead of other players of his age. So he's basically competing with the seniors at this moment, at this age. But what is, he is not a Tukka. I won't say that he is a Tukka player because, if you look at his batting, there is a lot of composure in his technique, the way he bats. There's a lot of composure and his shot selections. He has to add some price to his wicket. He sometimes throws away his wickets. At this kind of age, you expect him, sometimes he may get carried away. But, see, he is an exceptional talent, and it is up to the board and the management to nurture him. We should not rush him at this stage in all formats of the game. And there are some of the factors, we need to be very much, careful about at this moment. See, the first of all, the media is always looking at you all the time. There was so much of always there is some kind of media attention every time. Number two is, too much of commercialization at this young age that could have an adverse impact in the long run. So he is no doubt an exceptional talent, but the most important is, at this stage, we have to nurture him because, there are a lot of white ball talents available. Every now and then every year you come up with some white ball talents in Indian cricket. But very rarely do you find red ball, a person who can play a 5 day format, very rare to find now talents in 5 days. So I think Suryavanshi is a player. If he is nurtured properly, he can be a very good test player in the long run and can serve Indian cricket for a long time.
So my question, Sudip, was I agree what you say, but my question is he good enough to be upgraded to senior level right now,
No,
which
no, no,
people
no.
are
We should not.
demanding?
We should not rush him too much. We should gradually groom him. This is not the age. At least 2 years he should play competitive under this junior level, and of course he will play the IPL, of course. But we should not rush him in the next couple of years. Otherwise, it will be a burnout case.
Sachin Tendulkar at 16 was ready, which we saw against Pakistan in 89. Do you think he's ready because he's going to be 15? I think in
Yeah,
March 26 he's going to be 15
I
because
think we should.
ICC
I think
rule
this
is you
this
can't play
this
before
year's
15.
this year's
Yes.
IPL will be very key to how he performs in this year's IPL will hold the key, for the future course of action.
So you think Vaibhav Sooryavanshi is right now, although he's a generational talent, but right now he should not be exposed to international cricket.
No, no, he should not be. I mean, he should not be rushed into all formats of the game at this point of time. If we start playing him
So you were
T20
saying he
matches or
may be rushed into one, he may play one format, you were
one
saying.
format, just one format, keep him for one format, but after 1 year, not at this stage.
So
Give him
there are
some
two
time.
questions basically. One is whether he's ready for it at 14, 15. Other thing is that at whose place does he play if he comes into the team? So I'll ask Ishanjan this question. Ishanjan, if you think that Vaibhav Sooryavanshi is ready for international cricket, a lot of people are saying that he should open in the 27 World Cup along with Gill. So do you think he should open with Gill?
Thank you very much. But I'm not at a par at this moment that we should give him the opportunity to open right now, because 27 World Cup is not so far, and Rohit Sharma is the exact one. If he even if BCCI retains him as the captain of ODI World Cup, then I don't think, apart from Rohit Sharma and some SSC as well, we shouldn't focus on anyone else. Let's Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. I want to point out that he should be groomed up for our next test opening for test cricket, not for ODI. Because in if we can consider our test 11, then right now Yashasvi Jaiswal and Rahul is opening, and we have a big vacuum in the number 3 spot, which I opt out, which I opined that KL Rahul should be sent in the number 3 position, which is the most crucial position for a team, particularly in Test, and which uh, we have seen that players like Rahul Dravid, Cheteshwar Pujara have handled that particular position, and I must say that KL Rahul needs to play the pivotal role in this position, and the opening should be, we should try someone in the opening along with SSC as well, but that too, it's too early. He should be given some exposure into the domestic, into the least A cricket right now. So I don't think Vaibhav Sooryavanshi should be given at least a year of time for into the domestic cricket before he should be selected into some biennial or this tri series, bi series. We must give him some domestic chances. By the way, after post to 2027 World Cup, we can that means we can have some glimpses of chances for Vaibhav Sooryavanshi to come back as an opener into the ODI squad. But before that, I don't think, if at all we can try him for in place for the T20 squad into the T20 opening, not for ODI at this moment.
So you were saying, Ishanjan, he should play T20 and not ODI, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So you think he should open along with Abhishek Sharma in T20?
Yeah, but not post this T20 World Cup, not prior to that.
Okay,
He
because
shouldn't be infused
Ishan
suddenly
Kishan.
into this T20 squad. Post T20 World
Okay.
Cup, if we can try out him as an opener into the T20, but not at a part to make him as an opener right now into ODI at this moment. Till the time being, Rohit Sharma is there in the system, and after post the retirement of Rohit Sharma, we can try out. But there is a big vacancy into the opening slot of the Test cricket at the moment. Actually, KL Rahul was a bit of we can say that uh, he was not a regular one. He
Stopgap.
was a very much
But I think
he
he's
was
now used by BCCI as a regular opener now. I mean, that is the way BCCI is looking at KL Rahul.
KL Rahul shouldn't be a he shouldn't think for a long term course. I don't think we need to think about KL Rahul as an opener. KL Rahul,
Okay.
because since he needs to play a pivotal role into the number 3 spot, which is the most crucial spot into the Test cricket, he should play. KL Rahul needs to play the pivotal role into that position, and we can do some jink and jank into the opening slot along with Yashasvi as well.
So both of you think that it is too early for VS Vaibhav Sooryavanshi to play for India? So my question to Sudip is, we cannot compare generations. Ishanjan, can you mute? Huh? Yeah, Sudip, my question to you is now, if we consider him that in a year's time, in 27, he plays for India, do you think, although it's unfair to compare generations, do you think Vaibhav Sooryavanshi is a Sachin Tendulkar 2, version 2?
See, it's too early to say. See, just merely having the skill and talent is not enough, you know. Even Vinod Kamli, Praveen Amre also had talent, lot of talent, you know, but they could not sustain, you know, international level. You need the right kind of temperament, discipline, lot of factors come into play, and it is for Vaibhav Sooryavanshi to succeed at Sachin's level, you know, to reach the Sachin's level, it's too early to say, you know. First of all, he has to settle down in the Indian team, and I don't see he has the talent, but you need to utilize groom the talent, and I think it will come gradually, and it's still early days. I will not rush into any conclusion at the moment, but he has the talent, so we need to groom him properly.
My personal take, Sudip and Ishanjan both, is that he is very talented, no doubt. He's creating records which not many people have done. But the point is, he is also playing bowlers at an age group of that 14 to 16. Correct. So when he's thrust international bowling, he will play bowlers who are 28, 29, 30, 31.
Exactly.
Sachin was able to play Wakar and Wasim at the age of 16.
And Imran
Vaibhav
Khan also.
Sooryavanshi with Yunan Imran Khan at his last phase of Imran. He played Alan Donald, he played Fanny de Villiers, a lot of good bowlers at his time. Glenn McGrath, the beginning, 90s. But Sachin Tendulkar was able to manage and make shift that difference. I have a doubt with three formats and equally rigorous formats. I have a doubt that whether uh,
I would like to
Vaibhav
point out
Sooryavanshi
one
will
thing.
be able to.
I would like
Yeah,
to just point out one thing. See, we have lot of abundant talent in as far as white ball is concerned in T20s. We should not rush Suryavanshi into T20 right away. We should gradually, either it is an ODI or a Test cricket. We should gradually allow him to settle down in international cricket in 2 years' time.
I
Let him
think what
play Ranji
Ishanjan
Trophy.
said, yeah, I also agree. Ishanjan said a very good point that he should be groomed for red ball before into white ball because white
For
ball
red
has
ball,
killed a
yes,
lot of good player
absolutely.
skills. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
the problem in India is media, as you rightly said, Sudip. There's too much of pressure. Whenever you see a new talent, you're excited, and he being 14. I have a feeling that when he goes into the international level, the bowlers will be much older than him.
yeah.
He is now obviously creaming bowlers who are of his age group. And due to BCCI's rule of under 16, you can play only one World Cup. So Vaibhav Sooryavanshi now has to play the under 19, and he will not be able to play the under 19 World Cup. So he has to go into the next grade. I mean, playing under 19, under 23 is absolutely fine. But even if you play for India now,
Mm.
the bowlers will be much older than him and much faster than him,
But faster,
what he
yeah,
has faced.
yeah.
Some of the bowlers will be 140 plus,
Mm.
like Mark Hood, Jofra Archer. And of course, he can hit them.
Uh,
But I think to expose Vaibhav Sooryavanshi at the age of 15 to Jofra Archer is something which I would not like at this point of
and
time.
this is where this year's IPL will be very crucial for him.
Correct. So my question to Ishanjan is, Ishanjan, do you think like Sachin was exposed to Wakar Yunus at the age of 16 and he was ready for it? Do you think exposing him to real fast bowling, 140, 150 is okay right now? It is okay to expose Vaibhav Sooryavanshi to hardcore pace bowling?
First of all, when Little Master was has debuted at that point, it's more than 35 years back. That was a different decade altogether. And during that point of time, it was very early for Sachin Tendulkar to have an exposure in front of Wakar Yunis and Wasim Akram to play. But for nowadays, Vaibhav Sooryavanshi has already been exposed to IPL, and he has already, since last 1.5 years, he has been playing in List A crickets and List A. I don't think for Vaibhav Sooryavanshi it won't be any problem to face the that means the legendary bowlers right now. I don't because Sachin Tendulkar that time he was very new, and by virtue of playing some List A domestic cricket, he made his debut. But Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, that on at that point of time, there was no under 19 cricket World Cup, sorry to, and neither there was IPL. But in that case, right now, last year, he has already made his stint with Rajasthan Royals, where he already scored centuries, and even he has featured into some domestic leagues altogether. So I don't think for that's different decade, and it's a the Vaibhav Sooryavanshi came into the place of Indian team where we are comparing with Sachin Tendulkar, who was actually 3 decades. It was in fact 4 decades prior Sachin made the debut. When Sachin has retired the test, it's almost a decade over. It's when Sachin has announced his retirement. So in that cases, there is no comparison. And Vaibhav Sooryavanshi has already been exposed up to in the international arena. Only thing is that he should don the color of Indian. Only we are waiting for him to don the color of Indian shirts, Indian t-shirts.
No,
So
my question. No,
that
he's already
he
donned
can
the
be
color under
groomed.
14. I'm talking of if he's exposed to senior side, then he will be facing bowlers who are much older than him and bowling at 140. So do you think, like Sachin, is he good enough to face 140, 150 kilometers at this age? Is my question. Do you think, Ishanjan, they can?
No, I don't think. I don't think because Sachin. That's what I was saying. That Sachin. It was 4 to 5 decades before when Sachin made his debut, and I don't think he will face any sorts of any. He will be in any sorts of any jittery or any hiccups while facing the big bowlers or big players. So in that case, as he already and if it will be very harsh to compare him with Little Master at the moment because right now he's very new talent and we should give him some time
So
to
you
groom.
you think it is okay for him to face bowlers at 140, 150?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And right now, if and see, if he right now the expectation with him will be up to some certain meager level, not up to that Sachin when Sachin used to play, he used to carry a lot of responsibility of carrying the team. Here, his job will be only to give a good start, and if he manages to give a good start, I think that's enough for the team because he
So
himself
which
with
place,
single-handedly
where
comes
where
to.
do you think? So if he's played, Ishanjan, my last question, if he's played in all the three formats, say the board exposes him to all the three formats, Test, ODI, and he's an opener, but Test, ODI, and T20. Where does he play in these three formats? Which position does he play?
Good question. That see if that's what I was saying that Sachin Tendulkar, I will not. Don't want to compare him with Sachin Tendulkar, but here I want to. That means I am. He can emulate one of the very big and dashing opener at one point of time. That is Virendra Sehwag. His appearance should be. We should try to compare. If possible, if he gives a glimpses of Sehwag, we are looking at the for him to replace the position of Virendra Sehwag. That means he should be playing in the team as an opener in each and every format, where his role is to give a flying start. His role is to give a flying start, and if he goes in a single day, he will. That means like Sehwag when he used to fire on a single day, God saves the bowler. Like that way. He should try to emulate instead Virendra Sehwag than
So you are
his
saying all the three formats, Ishanjan, he should play as an opener. Okay,
opener. Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, thanks. Sudeep, yeah, my we wind up with the question to you. If he succeeds in IPL, which I also agree is a very, very critical area, do you think he gets blooded straight away in all the three formats? My first question. And second is, if he's blooded, where does he play? Like I asked Ishanjan, he's very clear he should open. So my first question, if he plays well in the IPL, IPL is not at all a comparison for the red ball we know. A lot of people have done well in IPL and have failed. So
Yeah.
if he's succeeding in IPL, if he does he play all the formats? Question number one. And number two, if he plays all the formats, which position does he play?
See, if it is Test cricket, I would consider him in the
So my
number
first
three.
question is, if he succeeds in IPL, does he play
No,
all the three formats? First question.
first of all, I don't think the selectors will rush him into all these three formats immediately. At least they will give him at least 1 year's time and gradually, give him chances. Maybe see, I'm not in favor of grooming him straight away into the T20s. It will hamper his technique, stance, whatever it is. It will hamper his technique if he gets groomed. We must nurture him for the Test cricket, but knowing the selectors and the media pressure and lot of other things, we it's not in our hands. So there is a possibility that in the long run, after 2-3 years down the line, he will play in all the formats. So if it is a test, I don't think he will be rushed immediately. In the next 1 year, at least he will be selectors. At
So
least till
you are saying he will gradually phase into the formats,
yeah. At least till he's 16, I don't think he will be given at least 1 year at
which is
least.
2020. It is 27 basically.
27. Yeah.
27. So anyways, I think before 27 we are discussing he'll not play for India. I don't think he should play for India.
Yeah.
I don't think so. That is, anyways, he'll play not before 27. And if he plays, which position do you think in the respective formats?
In Test cricket, I think it should be number 3 rather than opening.
With Ishanjan saying the same. Ishanjan saying that he should open with KL Rahul as 3.
Yeah.
But I think he should not open. I think he should not open. Because if he fails by mistake.
Because number 3, okay. Number 3 is the slot, which is still.
There I was saying in Test cricket, pivotal role is number 3, which Rahul, the one who used to handle that pivotal position, Mohinder Amarnath, Rahul Devi, player like who should be quite adept in should be a stylish one and should be adept in the technical matter. So Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, I don't think in number 3 is the most suitable candidate for opening, not in number 3. Number 3, KL Rahul is at the moment the right perfect candidate.
Okay, Ishanjan, thank you. We have heard you. So, Sudip, you think he should be number 3 in Test and ODI and T20? Which position should he play?
ODI and T20 both, I think he should open actually. So we should, because he's a hard hitter, so we should take advantage of the field restriction.
Field restrictions, the first 6 overs.
Yeah. So he should open in both the formats.
So basically, both of you agree that he should be given another year. I think that is the general consensus, and he should be gradually moved into these formats rather than playing all the 3.
And he should play more and more Ranji Trophy. That is very important.
I have a doubt whether he will be allowed to play because there's a lot of rush to play him in the senior team. My personal feeling is he's not Sachin Tendulkar yet. We have to see whether he's Sachin or not. That is the first thing. Because Sachin Tendulkar's run scoring speed was even a little higher than him, although he has been scoring very, very fast and big runs. But I think the pressure on him is slowly, gradually increasing. So my personal take is he should be phased in, he should be gradually moved in the time when I think there should be a position left for him. That is very important. Currently in T20 is the only place, if Ishan Kishan and Sanju Samson are not playing, then he might play with Abhishek Sharma, might. But in opening and in ODI, I think with Shubman Gill, I do not see Rohit Sharma, as you rightly said, if Rohit is not there till 27. I personally feel World Cup being such a stage, it will not be great to blood him. That's my personal take. And he's young enough today. If he can, because Sachin Tendulkar played his first World Cup in 92, he was already 19 then.
3 years. He made his debut, yeah.
He already played 2 years of Test matches. He scored a brilliant 100 at Lords. He scored another in Australia. So I think Sachin Tendulkar had some experience going into the World Cup. Straight away playing 27 World Cup at the age of 16 and a half, I have doubts whether he will be able to take the pressure. Nothing else, the pressure. He's precautiously talented. So I personally feel he should not be immediately flooded into the World Cup, even though there's a position. And I think this year's IPL is very critical, and we need to see whether he is eased into all the formats of one format. My take is he should start playing the white ball rather than the red ball. But you saying, Sudip, he should play the red ball first. So our general consensus today is that Vaibhav Sooryavanshi should be at least given a year or a year and a half before he's moved into the senior side, and then slowly, gradually pushed in. There's a debate whether he plays open or plays at one down. But I think 2027 should be the year where she should play for them. But again, there should be a position for him. That is most important. You just can't blood in someone and then you later regret that position. This has happened with a lot of players, as you rightly said. A lot. Greg Blewett in Australia, one of the big examples. So was Damien Martin. Damien Martin did play a little for Australia. Graham Hick was a huge example, as you remember, Sudip, our times. Scored almost 100 centuries in, I think, the first class cricket along like that.
Absolutely. In county cricket,
he was dubbed as one of the Don Bradman, but he failed miserably. So there is a huge gap between the first class FC level and List A level and the Test match level. So we need to check that. On that note, thank you both, Sudip and Ishanjan. Our general consensus then is that Vaibhav Sooryavanshi is hugely talented, but he needs to be given time and the proper position also in the formats. Otherwise, I think it would be too early for, I think, one of the very, very special talents that has emerged from India. Thank you, Sudip and Ishanjan. Good night.